I have used the YouTube extension VidIQ for years, and I have gotten millions of views because of it. But their competitor Tubebuddy claims to be even better than VidIQ. So even though I tried it out last year and it sucked, I believe in second chances, so I'm giving them more of my money so that you don't have to. And it's still way more expensive than VidIQ. Okay, I'm gonna break down this comparison into two digestible sections. First, I wanna test whether Tubebuddy can do all the things that I use VidIQ for, which is mainly keyword research, channel optimization, and SEO, stuff like title optimization. In the second section, I'm going to explore all of the tools Tubebuddy has that VidIQ doesn't, and vice versa. As always, I'm an affiliate of both sites, which means that you get special deals for both of them by going through my links, and I don't care which one you choose because either one supports my channel. That means I can be completely unbiased. First things first, I need to see if Tubebuddy can actually integrate into my current workflow. On first impression, I have to admit, I'm impressed. They finally updated the webpage. It certainly looks better, although it kind of is just a reskin of what they had before, and honestly there's a lot of worthless legacy tools here that I'll touch on later. My main tool that I go to VidIQ for is their keyword research tool, and Tubebuddy has this too, so let's give it a test. Oh, well, I guess it's doing it in the extension. Tubebuddy's keyword tool seems to work just as well as VidIQ's initially, but there's something odd here. The keyword Tubebuddy versus VidIQ is returning a similar rating as when I look it up inside VidIQ. But when I invert the two names and do VidIQ versus Tubebuddy, all of a sudden, for some reason, Tubebuddy says this is the best keyword in existence. It's giving me 100 out of 100, and VidIQ is just telling me that it's actually a little bit worse than the first version of the keyword. Now, I don't know for sure who to trust, but I did notice that this little graph of interest over time for these two keywords in Tubebuddy, it doesn't change at all. It's exactly the same for both keywords, whether I mentioned VidIQ or Tubebuddy first, which makes me think that there's really no way that the search volume can be that much higher when listing VidIQ first. Either way, it's just kinda odd. VidIQ's keyword results seem to be a lot more realistic, which to me makes me more cautious about trusting Tubebuddy. I do like that they show you the search results for keywords though, so that you can see what ranked videos you'll be going against in terms of SEO. VidIQ just has a trending videos section down at the bottom, which is nice, but it's also much less helpful for search-centered topics than viral topics. So between the two sites for keyword research, I have to give the win to VidIQ because I'm just much more confident that this one's accurate, although they definitely both work. That said, keywords are only the beginning. The next step is to take this keyword and to turn it into a video idea. With VidIQ, I can just hit this Get Video Ideas button above the keyword, and it'll open up their AI coach and automatically give me some video ideas based on my channel history and analytics. I tried to find something similar on Tubebuddy, but they just don't have it. There's this video topic planner tool, which I thought would be interesting, but it's just like a notebook, and a bad one at that. The other major way that I would come up with video ideas after finding a good keyword was to take that keyword and plug it into VidIQ's Outliers tool. The Outliers tool pulls up all the trending videos for that keyword so you can identify topics, thumbnails, and titles that are working for other creators and then hop on that view train. You can see here with my Higgsfield video that I actually took inspiration from this creator, River Cody, who used an AI modified Stranger Things shot and the Higgsfield logo in his thumbnail. I kind of took that idea and then I put my own spin on it with Spider-Man and a different type of banner up at the top. And clearly this video is doing really well. It's a powerful tool. Tubebuddy's closest comparable tool is their Niche Insights Content Standouts page, which ranks high-performing videos within your chosen niche. But it's much more limited because it only analyzes competitor channels that you've manually added to the list. And there's no way to look up specific keywords at all here. So again, just another big disappointment. Now that we've tackled the ideation phase of content creation, I want to see how Tubebuddy compares when it comes to video optimization during the upload process. With VidIQ, there's all sorts of SEO stuff built right into the YouTube upload screen. I use their title suggestions all the time when coming up with names for my videos. These are actually usually really solid. It also helps me tweak my own titles when I type them in to make sure that I'm not creating any sort of like clarity mistakes and the title is as attractive to viewers as possible. This little score in the upper right here is sort of like a clickability rating. VidIQ does the same thing for your description, and they also have a built-in thumbnail generator here, which I have to say is a little bit better than it used to be, but it still kind of sucks, so I wouldn't consider this a real selling point. But once you have your title and thumbnail picked out, VidIQ has a feature where you can preview them as if they were posted on YouTube to judge whether your video stands out amongst the competition or not. Of course, they also have a quick add tag tool, which saves me a bunch of time on the most tedious, low impact part of uploading. Now I'm on the upload page with TubeBuddy, and it just seems really, really sparse. There's no title generator and no description tools whatsoever. They do technically have a thumbnail creator, but it's just basically a crappy manual image editor with no AI features at all. The only upload tool that they have that matches vidIQ's is the tag adder, but this is pretty much the most inconsequential feature of all because YouTube themselves say that tags have very little impact on the performance of your video these days. Meanwhile, vidIQ is over here optimizing things that actually matter, like your title and your thumbnail. That's unfortunately something that I found to be a common theme in the comparison of these two services. vidIQ is constantly adding new features and changing to keep up with what's working with the YouTube algorithm. All their other features that I haven't mentioned yet reflect this. They've got a shorts clipper that takes your long form videos and automatically repurposes them into a bunch of clips for cross-posting on YouTube Shorts. They have AI scripting and thumbnail creation tools, and they've got a daily ideas page that suggests video ideas based on your content and what's working across all of YouTube. Are all of these tools perfect? Heck no, I don't use most of them, but at least they're trying to innovate and add new features that could actually benefit creators these days. The perfect implementation of this is their AI coach, which is basically ChatGPT, but it's connected directly to your YouTube channel and it's trained specifically on YouTube strategy to give you content and channel direction advice. I have used this thing for everything from figuring out my content roadmap for the next 3 months to asking quick analytic questions about my audience. At first I thought TubeBuddy was pretty much the exact opposite. Despite the reskin, there doesn't seem to be much new here from when I reviewed them last year. They do have some features not present on vidIQ, like bulk related shorts linking, A and B testing, and a thorough retention analyzer. But aside from the bulk actions, all of these things can be done directly on YouTube now with a better interface and even more data. So I was about to completely write TubeBuddy off until I discovered their labs page. These are all new tools that they're working on in beta. So to give them a fair shake, we really just have to try these out. First, let's check out the Creator Studio. Okay, this is interesting. I can create an idea, and then it's walking me through planning steps like video topic. You can add a thumbnail idea, an opening hook. You can even add shoot planning and budget. That's crazy. I'm not sure what this brief page is, but you can add notes, outline a script, and even storyboard it. But I really don't like that it seems like you can't just go write a script without the outline. This is an interesting idea. It's definitely still in beta, but at least to me, it feels way too restrictive. Maybe this process is how MrBeast and other huge creators plan their content, but to me, it's just way too much. I like to have a much simpler approach to scripting and content planning. I also feel like anybody going the full video production route for their YouTube videos uses a tool like Notion to communicate with their team and get everything scheduled. So I don't really see the point of marketing TubeBuddy to those super high tier, like upper echelon creators. It is an interesting concept though. They also have a title optimizer labs feature, which actually seems to work a lot like vidIQ's, but because it's not integrated into the YouTube upload page, I personally wouldn't ever use this. Another feature that seems similar to vidIQ's upload optimization tools is TubeBuddy's Copilot page. This is supposed to analyze your video, suggest titles, thumbnails, and descriptions, just like vidIQ, but again, this one isn't integrated into YouTube, so I have to upload my video here separately and then copy everything over. That's super annoying. And it's not working. Let's try again. And it's not working either. Let's try this again. Okay, so Copilot does not work right now. Finally, there's a new version of Niche Explorer. Let's try this one out. Well, that button doesn't work. Let's just go explore topics. Okay, well, none of this is relevant to me. Let's check insights. Well, I have the highest tier, but it's still asking me to upgrade. So I guess I can't say that TubeBuddy isn't trying anything new, but it's honestly a mess. And it's a mess that I signed up to pay $32 a month for, which is just crazy. vidIQ costs like half that, and my experience is much better. TubeBuddy just, it isn't even close. If for some reason you want to try TubeBuddy, I have a link down in the description, but you can also try vidIQ Boost for just a single $1 for a month, which I also have linked below. And if you want to dive even deeper on vidIQ, then you should watch this video right up over here, where I do a full review of the site with all of its strengths and weaknesses.